Good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm here to talk to you guys today about the Prunus serotina, which is the scientific name for the black cherry tree. Let me go ahead and get my slides up and get that started. All right, like I said before, my project is going to be on the Prunus serotina, or the black cherry tree. And here in this beginning picture, I have a picture of the flowers that grow in a mature cherry tree. And you can see that they're white and they kind of droop down and hang in a lace-like pattern in a mature tree. And they're actually really beautiful. I don't know if you've ever seen one in person. This is a mature example of a black cherry tree, the Prunus serotina. You can see all the white blooming flowers and how they grow, and they start to grow down with gravity because they can be kind of heavy. And then, yeah, they look really pretty, and they bloom from the springtime kind of into August, and then that's when the actual cherries develop, and then you can kind of pick them towards the fall in that season. And to the right, I have a picture of the black cherries, and you can see that they look kind of creepy. I don't know. I'm used to seeing the red ones, but they're good for you and they're healthy, and you can eat them. Some interesting facts about black cherry trees. Like I said in the previous slide, the cherries aren't extremely poisonous, but the bark and the twigs, the leaves, especially if they're wilting leaves, are extremely poisonous to livestock, humans, and other mammals. And if you eat them, they kind of have they produce cyanide from a product called amygdalin in the bark of the plant. And some side effects of eating that are gasping, pupil dilation, spasms, convulsions, shortness of breath, coma, and respiratory failure. So it can actually kill you if you eat that bark. So don't go ahead and do that. But for some reason, deer are immune to this cyanide issue. I don't know if it's something that they have in their immune systems or in their bodies already, some kind of thing that fights it off, but they are fine and they don't get poisoned. So that's an interesting fact. They were brought to the US from Europe, the black cherry trees, a long time ago. And now they're invasive species in Europe, actually, because we have a soil pathogen in the United States that slows the production of the black cherry tree, so it's not as extensive here. But in Europe, they don't have that in their soil, so the cherry trees are kind of running rampant everywhere. Also, the cherry trees are the host plant for butterflies. They're for for the tiger swallowtail and the red spotted purple butterfly, as well as a variety of silk moths. As I've said previously, and as you probably know from the name, the Prunus serotina, or black cherry tree, produces cherries around when they're around 10 years of age, and they continue on for about 100 years after that, and they can live to be 150 to 200 years old in the wild. They're also really good for medicinal purposes, woodworking, such as cabinets, wood floors, and for food production. I'm sure that you guys know you can eat cherries raw. You can make cherry pies, jams, fillings, as well as syrups. You can make pretty much cherry flavored anything. So that's how we use them. This is a map of the geographic locations where cherry trees are present. As you can see, we have them in Texas. They're native to Texas and to southeastern, as well as eastern and Midwest regions in the continental United States, as well as some parts of Canada, northern Mexico, and Europe. And this is the Linnaean classification for the black cherry tree. As you can see, they start off as spermophyte seed plants, and we kind of went down to angiosperms, flowering plants, into dicots. And they're part of the rose order and family, Prunus genus, and serotina species. And this is the phylogenetic tree that I have for the Prunus serotina. And as you can see, they developed odor, which if you walk past the cherry tree or a group of cherry trees, you can definitely tell they smell really good and they'll smell like cherries. And they also developed a leaf scar, and their closest, I guess, sister taxa is the bee lenta. And lastly, I have the life cycle of the Prunus serotina. Obviously, they're a flowering plant as well as a fruit-producing plant. Sorry about that. So what happens is when the plant is mature, the seeds are within the cherry pit that you don't eat. That's the seed. So it drops onto the ground, and either animals will eat it and then they'll digest it and poop out the seed. Birds will drop the seeds, and they'll end up growing in the ground and turn into saplings. As the sapling matures into a fully grown tree, that tree will flower, and you'll have those white flowers where it can be pollinated by bees, butterflies, moths, what have you. And then once it's pollinated, then it will begin to develop the fruit or the cherries. And then once the cherries are fully developed, once again, the cycle starts all over and animals will eat them. So that's pretty much the life cycle. And that's my presentation of what I have for the Prunus serotina, black cherry tree. I hope you enjoyed it and have fun with the rest of the presentations today.